We're gonna just we're gonna just 1, 2. Yeah, that's good. Sorry, I'm just pulling out my cards. Maybe it'll be a little quicker. We'll see. Good morning, Marlon. I'm just trying to get organized a little bit. I'm trying to pull some of my cards out so it's a little easier to get at. Maybe be a little more efficient. We'll see. I think that's good. How are you? It's been a little hectic. I'm working on getting some sort of schedule, slowly but surely. We're getting there, but I'm making the focus kind of more on me and doing my things that I need for me first, and then moving forward. So it's kind of nice. I come on here, and sometimes people pop in. Usually I get a few people to pop in, but it just depends on what's going on. And I guess I'm going to turn it up. And there we go. Maybe that'll be better. But I've been going late. There's some business stuff I've been looking into, some entrepreneur networking places and stuff. I have a lot going on, so good thing, all good things. So I just I want to learn as I go. So when I'm doing it, I can do better and not be completely lost in the sauce, I guess. Good morning, Ira. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. So we're starting with the self-care, because that's the whole point of this. Hey, buddy. Alright, so which one do we have here? We got what some call rebellion, others call survival. And that's Shirley Fessel. As you awaken to yourself, look around. Recognize the beauty in ordinary things. Damn, shit. That was a bit much. Sorry. The perfect man of old looked after himself before looking to help others. Take some time to be outside this evening. Breathe in the fresh air and breathe out the stresses of the day. Watch the sunset or reflect on the vastness of the universe as you stargaze. Enjoy Mother Nature and all she has to offer. I mean, stargazing, enough said. There's nothing more peaceful than that. It's a little chilly, so I don't do it much in the winter, but in the summer I could stay out there all night and be completely satisfied. So there comes a point when we have to say, I'm here to love my life and to figure out who I am, not who you think I should be. And that's Sharon Pearson. Welcome, everybody. Set your intention for the day. What can you do to be your most authentic self? That's kind of where I'm at this point. I'm me no matter what I decide to do, and I'm not about to change it or bend it or anything for anybody. I am who I am, and I'm quite happy about it. Welcome, Jara. If I mispronounce your name again, respectfully, I apologize. I'm not, I don't mean it to be disrespectful. I will do my best, and I'll fix it if I can. Then we have gratitude cards. These are also my favorite. I always start with these two just because they're like the two most important things that we can do for the whole entire day, I think. Aside from our affirmations, our I am, and speak out what you're grateful for. Speak out what makes you happy. Speak out what you want. Okay, that's a little many. Maybe just a couple, please. Remember, I started late today, so we can't get a full... Welcome, Val. Okay. I like it. Inspiration and reflection. Okay. When eating fruit, remember the one who planted the tree. This is one of my favorite ones. Take time today to show gratitude for those who have contributed to your survival and well-being. No one thrives on their own. We are all connected. And when we think about how we change, where we level up, and why, even sometimes the things that weren't so great that helped us level up, you have to remember those people, places, and things because they're what truly allow you to learn the lesson. And sometimes we're all stubborn asses that don't want to do it the right way the first time, or not ready to learn the lesson. Sometimes we have to truly say, people have to push us to that point, right? And it's really just us reflecting off them, right? We're projecting it onto them when they just project it back to us. But it's going to keep happening until you learn the lesson. So when you start seeing these patterns and things happening, when you take the moment to understand, like, why does this keep coming back to me? Why is this happening? And yeah, some of it might have been your fault because of traumas and things that happened when you were a kid. And you have to forgive yourself for that. But if it keeps happening, you got to understand there's a reason. There's a cycle, and it needs to be broken. And the only way to do that is to understand what it is that keeps repeating, what it is that's triggering you, and what is triggering you to heal. Because when you get to that point, that you can say thank you for the lesson and understand what it is, and really focus on what that part of the lesson was, then you can truly understand and move forward. And when you move forward, understand what it is, and really focus on what that part of the lesson was, then you can truly understand and move forward. And when you move forward, you've got to thank those people, even the ones that showed you the lesson, because that's what they were brought into your life for. So at the end of the day, you need to thank them and be really proud, okay? Welcome, John and Davian, and good morning, Lori. How are you? Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. True story. And that's James Baldwin. The ability to change your mind is an incredible gift. Honor it as such. Allow yourself to change your mind about something today and enjoy it fully. Absolutely. Change up the routine. You're going to miss things. You know, we all get stuck in the same old routine, and we all create routines and schedules, which is definitely a good thing sometimes, but it also can be very tedious, and it can create tunnel vision, and it doesn't allow you to see 12:20 around the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Anna. It does tedious, and it can create tunnel vision, and it doesn't allow you to see 12:20 around the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Anna. It doesn't allow us to see what actually the potential opportunities and the new pathways, and it doesn't allow us to explore, right? Because we're focused on just this small little path. So when we open ourselves up to and the new pathways, and it doesn't allow us to explore, right? Because we're focused on just this small little path. So when we open ourselves up to all the possibilities and allow ourselves to see and change it up and be happy and grateful for the new scenery, the new vision, the new whatever it is that we change our mind about, we create new ideas, new abilities, and new pathways so we can do different things, change our behaviors, change our thought processes, all the good things. Welcome, George. All right, give me two of these ones. This is one of my favorite decks, and I talk about it all the time because Lizzie Ivy, who did the artwork and all this for the Welcome, Lily. Did all the artwork for this, and the writing and everything. Like, there's a lot of work put into this deck, and it's just very impressive to me. And you have to honor and the writing and everything. Like, there's a lot of work put into this deck, and it's just very impressive to me. And you have to honor it as such, right? That one or two? One. Ooh, I love that one. One more? I can do one more. Okay, that's the one, eh? Ooh, I like it. Okay. So we got loving compassion, and this includes that for ourselves too. Just remember that. We can't give compassion to everyone else if we're not going to give it to ourselves. So, welcome everybody. Good morning. And then this one is Journey to Wholeness. I got to cover up because there's some nudity on the artwork. But I'm going to read these because there's always a lot of work put into them, and it's important to respect it. So this one is loving compassion. Loving kindness is one of the greatest forces available to us on earth. It has the ability to transform all. Unconditional love is the vibration most closely aligned with the God or the divine. When we allow ourselves to drop deep into the heart space, we feel interconnected in a state of oneness. When we choose to direct our lives with love, all that is not real or serving us will drop away. Conflicts resolve, power struggles dissolve, and a sense of inner peace will come, and comfort will radiate from within. Love is the root of happiness. When we can fluidly give and receive with the ease of breathing in and out, we can fly freely. Loving compassion is a fundamental element in the balance of life. It holds the seeds of the new paradigm of evolution. When doing hands-on healing, this is the force we call on. It is life force energy, or God essence, and it brings healing, vitality, and transformation to everything it touches. When we manifest or affirm something into the world from a place of love, the reasoning imbued in the statement will reflect our intent. If we manifest from fear, our journey will bring all the learning needed to gear us back into love. Unconditional love transcends duality. It sees beyond reasoning and situation to allow new stories to be told and for new beginnings to emerge. It transmutes all that is out of balance back to 0 point and bridges heaven and earth. This card invites you to bring more loving to the situation at hand, whether it's towards yourself or someone connected to the question. It may imply a need for forgiveness or for seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. This card is a reminder that you are loved and have infinite access to the gentle yet powerful force of loving compassion as and when you need it. To bring yourself back to your heart, think about those you love and moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out to more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. And then we have, what number is that? 33. Come on. Learn how to count today. Sorry, guys. And then this one's Journey to Wholeness. Traditional Japanese painters do not paint the eyes of a deity before the rest of the body. As they say, this is the element that brings it to life. But for this image, I did just that. It was one of the most profound painting experiences I've experienced. I created deep into the night, and no matter how hard I tried, I could not put my paintbrush down. At 3 a.m., I was coaxed away, and as I stepped back, I burst into tears. I was deeply upset at the being that had come alive on the canvas, could be sensed in my art space, and felt as if it was within me. The canvas held a half-formed being, part woman and somewhat octopus. She was troubled. The process she was in was quite disturbing to her. After doing a clearing, I was able to sleep. The next morning, my housemate inquired what had happened in the night as his pictures were falling off the walls. As I worked on the painting over the next week, I felt like this being was undergoing healing. She was brought to wholeness and became quite beautiful with evolved energy systems and a sense of enlightenment and knowing about her. I have come to realize that this being is a hybrid. There are mixed reports about what caused these beings to be this way, but it seems there was a distinct sense of upset and disease amongst them, and they had the intense longing to be whole again. Some say the Lemurian hybrids were the experiments done by the Atlanteans as they pushed what was possible. Others say they were a result of vibratory similarities as the Lemurians became more physicalized, causing them to mix with that of animals depending on where their vibration was. Most accounts associate the hybrid form with disease and a sense of being outcast. It is understood that hybrids started appearing towards the end of the Lemurian epoch as they were densifying and the Atlantean mind-based intellect interfered with the ebb and flow of Lemurian ways, though this is not what caused their demise. This card is about loving yourself and others from a sense of wholeness, exactly as you are right now. It is only from this space that healing can take place. We may find ourselves in relationships or scenarios where we can see great potential. We may have concepts of others that are not really who they are, due to subconscious projections or ideals. We could have the idea that we still feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or status, that success will somehow make everything better. Unfortunately, this takes us out of the present and it makes our love somewhat conditional. To be a healer, transcend the perspective that the being in front of you needs to be fixed. Hold the vision that they are perfect as they are. From this place, they can heal themselves through the transformative power of acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum of a picture and bring any fractured parts back to the present moment. In this place, we are whole, and thus we have the power to step into the brightest version of ourselves, which is it's about just understanding that you are enough no matter where you are and what point you are in your life. And I always say the good, the bad, the ugly, because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. And when you can love the ugly parts just as much as you can love all the good parts, all the shiny parts, then you truly learn to see things from a different filter, and you allow yourself to not be so judgy and look at people and love from a space of judging them or trying to fix their problems that you may see as a problem, they may see as a strength, and maybe they're somewhere in the middle, right? There's always three sides to the story. Your side, their side, and then the truth. So I always believe that anyway. It's never just so simple. So when you can look at somebody and just accept them for who they are, no matter whether you agree with them or not, you don't have to agree. You know, that's not your fight. But when you accept them and you love them as who they are, that doesn't mean you have to be around them if they're causing you damage or harm. You can still love them from afar. And when you understand that, and when you look at every situation from a point of love, unconditional love, then you can find a better, more caring way to handle situations that may come up in life. And they're not always going to be pretty, they're not always going to be fun, but when you understand that you could be in that same place too, you could be any of those places at any time. Everything goes in cycles, so what goes up must come down, what's down must go up, right? As long as you're doing the work, right? And when you're learning the cycles, you're getting out of them and you're going into bigger, better cycles, which is when you know that you're really starting to do the healing work, and it's when you understand some of the lessons, you know. And always look forward, don't look backwards, accept people for who they are, and love them just like that. That's it. That's all you can do. Okay. Okay. I always take a little extra of these because they're just little affirmations, and they're my favorite for when the day seems to get out of hand or when you feel a little chaotic. I'm starting to get worried or anxious, and I know a lot of people do that 100 times a day. Right now, the whole idea of this and the whole reason that I even focus on any of this is uh, we're reprogramming our brains a little bit at a time. And part of the Superhero Academy, which will be coming, I'm starting to work on some things, um, is to reprogram our brains, get rid of the negative and the limiting beliefs, and really focus on self-love, self-care, and gratitude, and reprogramming our mind for those situations, and to insert these kind of things when it comes to the chaotic, and reminding ourselves that we are safe, we are here, is so important. So anyway, when it comes to the chaotic, and reminding ourselves that we are safe, we are here, is so important. So anyways, my greatest experience of freedom comes when reminding ourselves that we are safe, we are here, is so important. So anyways, my greatest experience of freedom comes when I let go of what others think of me. And it's true. It's not our business. It doesn't matter if everyone in the world hates me. As long as I love me, then I have truly a good point and a good part to do things, right? And that's the most important thing. I trust that my intuition is always leading me in the right direction. And when you start to love yourself and really start to heal those wounds and get rid of that negative programming, you can learn to trust yourself a lot more, and you trust in God and whoever your God is, spirit, the universe. Respectfully, there is no judgment on any religion whatsoever. I understand whatever your higher power is. The whole point is, when we're looking for a higher power, we are trying to be a better person. We're 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. We're not only trying to be a better person, we're trying to treat others better. We're trying to just move forward with love and learn and do better. We're not competing with other people. We compete with ourselves every single day. And as long as each day we're just doing a little bit better, we're finding better ways. You would be so surprised how quick things open up and change. And when you can get these little affirmations and plug one of those in when you get that negative thought, or when some chaos comes around, you can go, I don't like that, I don't feel good around it. Okay, well, we're going to ignore that. We're going to change that up, and we're going to fill it with something good, something positive. And when we get to that point, that's when we know that we're really starting to pave our own path, and then we're being leaders of our own life, right? Co-creators in our own universe. And that's the goal, truly. I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. This is one of my favorites. And sometimes we perceive things from a pretty negative filter because we've been through some shit, and that's okay. That's the whole point of changing it, right? And when we get to that point where we can understand how important it is to change that focus and start seeing the little things light up, all those dark negative filters start to change, and you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And yes, it can be long and it can be dragged out, but that's why I'm here, giving some love and strength and a little bit of energy and motivation to keep going, because at the end of the day, when you hit that light at the end of the tunnel, you're not even going to know what to do with it, because it's going to be so bright and it's going to be so exciting. It's totally worth it. No matter where you are in life, it's totally worth it. I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment, and this is the most important one. That being in survival mode, I lived there most of my life. Probably about 95% of my life. You can never win, right? You can't win. There's always this choice or that choice, and neither one gets to benefit you. Neither one you get to win. It's always a shitty situation which just digs you a hole deeper. So when you can get to that point where You understand that you're safe in this moment, and you get out of the chaos and out of the rat race and out of the fight or flight survival mode. You learn to see the new option, because there's always another option, that you can just not play that game, and understand that right where you're at, God's always going to make a way for you if you're doing the work, right? So my power lies in my peaceful presence. The presence in the here and now, where we're safe, where we're happy, where we're grateful, and where we're strong, powerful, abundant. It's the most important thing that we can ever do. My kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. When you show up for yourself, you're showing up for all those around you. And you inspire others to do it for yourself, do it for themselves. So you'd be surprised how a step can do those things. It's so simple. When I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. Truly. Instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. I just have to check the time so I don't get out of there. Welcome, guys. When I lead from a place of love, people respect me. And when you're leading from a place of love, how could somebody not respect you? Because you're truly meeting people where they're at. You're not judging. When there's no judgment and you're just yourself, truly yourself, and accepting people as they are, it shows. And people will respect that, and they treat you very, very differently. Whether it's just a simple smile or holding open the door or just a little bit of kindness, you would be surprised what a ripple effect that it really, truly does. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow. And it doesn't matter when I post on these, because as I'm learning, I'm sharing. But most importantly, one of the things I struggled with so much, I didn't have help, and I didn't have any knowledge. And when you come from very toxic places growing up, you don't know kind of where to go or what to do. You know it should be different, but you can't understand. And then, of course, you already have these toxic traits that nobody wants to help you with or allow you to see, and you can't see it because you're so shrouded in the toxic. That's why the healing is so important, and that's why when I show up here, there's going to be that one person or those two people that show up and understand that this is just a place to get started, to help you on your journey. So a little motivation, a little strength, and a little love with no judgment ever, to kind of help you get there, but mostly just to help you see that it's so simple, and when we can change with these little affirmations, these small little things, we truly can make changes in our world. So today I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. And when you're changing your negative thoughts with thoughts like this, it's so... you'll be surprised at how quickly your mood will change, your outlook, the sun will pop out, how things just, you can find all the positive, and you can start seeing the beauty in everything around you. And when you start to look at life as art and beauty and all of the things that God created it to be, the universe does every single day that we don't even know, when you start to see it from that perspective, it's kind of hard to be scared or upset. You should be in amazement and gratitude every single day. And it's not like we don't have negative emotions. They're always going to show up. Something's going to happen. But when you can choose to not stay in it, and it's not like we don't have negative emotions. They're always going to show up. Something's going to happen. But when you can choose to not stay in it, and sorry guys, apparently it kicked me out. I don't know why, but helping others is helping yourself. For the whole law can be summed up in this one command: love your neighbor as thyself. Galatians 5:14. And I always say when I pull these ones, that if you go and you look up the verses, um, there's usually something above or below, somewhere around there, that's really going to help you in whatever situation it is you're asking about, whatever you're struggling with. There's a lot of stories and a lot of wonderful moral compass things in the Bible that I believe everybody should read. I have a lot of respect for religion because I believe most of it, at the end of the day, the core belief is the same. It's universal law, right? And when we can get to that point that we understand that and respect everybody's religions, that doesn't mean we have to follow them all to a T, because I believe a religion is just another way to separate us also. So again, there are so many positive things, but there's also can be negative things to it. So you're going to get out of it what you put into it. And it's really important to understand that with anything you do in life. So if you intend to go in learning and respectfully finding ways to better your life, you're absolutely going to find that. If you're going in looking for ways to tear other people down or be superior than somebody else, you're going to find that too. And that's how you understand and learn very quickly what people's intent are. And to me, not knowing or not understanding is a big difference. But when you go in with malicious intent with anything, you're never going to get anything back but that. And the sooner we all understand that, the better off we're all going to be. Be the love you wish to receive. Those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. Proverbs 11:25. Sorry, sometimes I can't read. I just struggle, can't get my words out. Focus on your blessings. Yes, you will be enriched in every way so that you can always be generous. 2 Corinthians 9:11. And even the small blessings. If you can't even recognize the ones that you're given every single day, they're not going to give you more, because you're not even being grateful for the ones you got. That's why gratitude is so important. Retreat from the outside world. The rain and snow come down from the heavens and stay on the ground to water the earth. Isaiah 55:10. 15 minutes. We're okay. I'm going to do... Yeah, just a couple more. Walk away from illusions and toward the truth. Show me the right path, O Lord. Point out the road for me to follow. Psalms 25:4. And when you're asking things like that, and then you're open to actually receiving them, they're going to show you the way. The universe will absolutely light the path. You just got to be ready to accept it and follow it. Follow it blindly sometimes. You're not going to see all the way in the path. Sometimes you only see one step at a time. And that's when you have to learn to really trust your intuition, trust your spirit team, trust your guides, trust God, trust the universe. You have a lot of support out there that you don't even know you have until you're open to receiving it. So it's really important. We have pure and unconditional love. Speak to the earth, and it will instruct you. Let the fish in the sea speak to you. Job 12:8. That's true. Listen to all the sounds. You never know where it's going to come up. You never know what you're going to see, what you're going to hear, what's going to happen. That's just going to spark something and absolutely change your life. It's miraculous, truly. Face your future with boldness and strength. As soon as I pray, you answer me. You encourage me by giving me strength. Psalms 138:3. That's what I'm always saying too. Like when you're praying and you're talking to God, and some people are very particular how they pray. And it's not like I don't pray, but when I do, it's more like a conversation. I talk to God. I say what I need to say. But I have a conversation, and then I make time and listen. Or when I have those conversations, I truly try to take those moments to be open, because there's always going to be an answer. It's always going to come, and it's never going to come the way you expect it. And sometimes it comes in songs, sometimes it comes watching the birds migrate, sometimes it comes on food bank truck that drives by in big, bold words. You never know, but your answer is always, always going to come. You just, those conversations that you have with God, it's about making Him your best friend, the universe, understanding and accepting and being grateful for all of the things that's provided, and speaking it out as much as possible. Because when you're speaking it, your words are spells. When you're speaking it out to the earth, you're speaking wonderful, great things. There's enough negativity spoke out in the world. Find some positivity and send those ripples, because, man, they go far. One more. Okay, thank you. Again, these ones are more affirmations, and I will never stop promoting affirmations, because they are one of the strongest, easiest ways to get that negative mindset and reprogram your brain. So if I teach nothing else in this, and I can get people to get out of fight or flight mode, survival mode, and start programming some of these into their brain, then truly I have done what I was supposed to do. And that's all I wish to do. So, the path to light. I make the conscious choice to move toward the light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strength by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. I was literally just talking about that. Action. My divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. I desire to manifest light. My desire to manifest light transforms tests into growth, challenges into opportunity, and fear into love. The voice of the heart. I silence the fear in me and discover the voice in my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. Creation. I have the power to direct my life. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. And then we have trust. I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. Even the things that feel kind of bad or yucky or not the greatest things, there's always a lesson. There's always something to be learned there when we can switch it up. And say, even when you're upset and you're not sure, it's okay you have to go through those emotions. That's part of healing. But when you're doing that, say, like, show me what the lesson is. Show me where I need to be grateful. Show me what I'm missing, where I don't understand, where I can be grateful. When we get to that point, they will not only show you, they're going to make it a lot easier to accept and change and heal. And it's so, so important. And then we have being true. I'm true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. And there is no shame. There should never be any judgment. Truly, there shouldn't. We've all been so many different places in our lives. And I always say the good, the bad, the ugly. So who's anybody to judge somebody else when nobody's any better? Your sin doesn't compare to that sin. We're all sinners. We all have struggles. We all have all these things. So when you can learn and understand that we're all human and we are all connected, we're all a drop in the ocean, it's a lot easier to understand and be respectful and meet people from a place of non-judgment and true unconditional love. And it's a little hard to do that if you don't know how to love yourself. So that's why it's so, so important to love yourself first, right? That way what you're giving, you're not lacking. You're giving from a place of overflow, which is so, so important. Um, I got 5 minutes. Perfect. That worked out pretty good. So I'm going to pull a couple of these. These are my angel numbers, which many know that I'm guided a lot by angel numbers. Truly, synchronicities, not just angel numbers, but a lot of them are angel numbers. Um, I get a lot of confirmation that way. I get a lot of signs when I'm walking, when I'm thinking thoughts. You'd be surprised they come up, and that's just the universe telling me that I'm on the right path, and what I'm doing is not only helping me, it's helping somebody else, and that's really all that you can ask. Um, that's why when I post these on here, I also I don't know why I can't post the lives or share them on here. I'm going to try and do it, but anyways, I know that I can always post them to YouTube, so I always will upload these to YouTube, usually the same day or the next day, so then people can go back and look at them if they want to. And my YouTube is in my bio. I also think that I might start posting to Facebook. We'll see. Instagram. I'm not sure. I've been being called to. It keeps popping in my head, so maybe it's something that I'm being called to do. I'll have to think about that and see. But I truly don't mind. Okay. Ooh, the great reset. I like it. One more. Okay, 2 more. Bottom of the deck is release 999. Balance, financial growth, success, life cycles, karma, transformation, and renewal. Your current circumstances are ending, opening the door to better opportunities. If you're facing significant changes, consider viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters. Embrace this transition by making room for new experiences and welcoming fresh beginnings into your life. Wow. All endings come with brand new beginnings. Look at these numbers. These are good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got 1001. Spiritual awakening, new beginnings, personal growth, embracing creativity, finding your path, inner peace, and transformation. You're entering a new phase in your spiritual journey. While it may feel like a dark night of the soul, know that this is part of your awakening. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this challenging period will soon pass. Trust in the process of growth and transformation. Truly. And sometimes it doesn't feel great, and sometimes it's stressful, and sometimes it can create seemingly more chaos. Sometimes it does create more chaos. But when you learn to be balanced and find your peace and find that safe space and understand that you are safe even in the chaos, that's when you can really, truly make changes, huge, huge changes. 2222, feminine forces. Relationships, harmony, prosperity, collaboration, patience, humility, support, and connection. While you have the strength to accomplish everything on your own, life is meant to be shared. Partner with the right spirit, and together you'll become an unstoppable force. Honor your commitments and value the people around you. Avoid judgment and focus on listening to build meaningful connections. So true. And then this one, and I already had this one this one came up already, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I love that it says good luck, because it was, I was talking about that earlier. Spiritual guides, spirit guides, progress, justice, structure, systems, processes, discipline, and rules. You are on the right track. Spiritual guides are supporting and encouraging you to give your best effort. Success is within your reach. Stay observant of your surroundings and communicate clearly. Trust that everything will fall into place as it should. Amen. Amen. The more you learn to love yourself, the easier it is to trust. This I've learned. Okay, and then we have 0000, limitless potential. I mean, it can't be more explanatory than that. Transformation, serenity, trust, achievement, release, potential, success, and triumph. This is a powerful reminder that anything is possible. If you can dream it, you have the ability to make it a reality. What someone else has can also be yours. Stay calm and trust that what is meant for you will come your way. Release any tension and embrace relaxation, knowing that your potential is boundless. And I love that. And we have 1010. Trust the journey. Clarity, patience, momentum, insight, happiness, progress, self-discovery, and unconditional love. It's time to turn your long-held ideas into action. Soon you'll connect with the right people, encounter favorable circumstances, and access the necessary resources. As a result, you'll experience joy and new opportunities. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. And not just have faith, be grateful for the process, because that process is making you into the amazing, amazing superhero that you're becoming. And it's making you an inspiration to all those around you. You can never enjoy the end result. You can never enjoy what you've accomplished if you don't enjoy the journey. If you can't respect it, be grateful for it. There's polarity, I guess, is the best way to say, or duality. You can't understand pure joy if you haven't had pure pain and grief, suffering. And it's sad, it really is, but at the end of the day, what does it teach you? And how would you know to appreciate all the joy and all the things to be grateful for if you never had it, or if you never had the opposite, right? So to understand one and to love one and respect one, you must understand both, right? So that's why I say the good, the bad, the ugly, because we all have different parts about us and different things that were there. Even if it is a shadow side, it was there at some point to protect us, right? And it was triggered. When it triggered, it was in fear or protection mode. So when you learn to integrate that and love that and respect that, you can then let it go, and you can change your thought processes, and those triggers stop happening. And once you get to that point, you start to become unfuckwithable. And when you get to that point, you become unstoppable. And your gratitude and your love that you project out to the world just clears more and more paths, and creates more opportunities for yourself and those around you. So looking in and starting to love yourself truly is going to make all the difference in the world. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Sometimes I try to do it when I can. I try to come on mostly every day, but some days I have to miss days. I have other appointments and shit, but that's why I also post these on YouTube, so you can go back and get them 101 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. I'm building my life from next to nothing again, so I'm doing that also. So my promise was this time I focus on me first, and when I focus on me first, the opportunities become better, and there becomes more joy and happiness in my life, and I can help others along the way. But if I'm doing it and I'm helping others like first before me, then I'm just creating the same thing that I did my whole life, which didn't get me anywhere. So God's just making sure that I understand it's me first, and when I'm full and my cup is overflowing, then I can give to everybody without losing or feeling like I'm missing something. So, and when you get to that point, it's a pretty great feeling. So hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. If not, it'll be a couple days. I always pop on here as much as I can. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. And if you want to, if you look in my bio, you can find my YouTube and stuff, which I will post these up there. Alright, I love you. Have a good day.